was a 76 Olympian on the Greco team, wrestled 136 pounds. And the hardest match of my life was in the Greco finals against my cousin and best friend. And so, no matter what you're facing adversity, I had to look at this guy across the mat from me. My uncle was training me, so my dad's in one corner, the uncle's in the other corner, and then I have to shake hands with my best friend. And it was one of the worst things that's ever happened to me, but it really shaped me into, it doesn't matter who you're wrestling, or where you're wrestling, or, you know, or how you're wrestling, you know, you just gotta go out and fight. And so, me and him are still best friends today, but it was one of the toughest things emotionally for me because, you know, when you're going out to wrestle, sometimes you're mad, you know, and you're trying to wrestle your best friend and your family, and it's tough. So today I'm just going to show you some 2-on-1 stuff, some Russian ties, and then we'll get into maybe a couple lat drops, an arm throw, maybe a sag headlock, but maybe some stuff that you haven't seen before. So what's your name? Charles? Okay. In a collar tie, I'm going to show you how to get out of a collar tie. You guys might already know this, but then after we get out of the collar tie, I'm going to show you about 4 or 5 takedowns from this Russian. And today, we're going to do a little bit, it's going to be Greco, okay? So we're not going to bend over today. We're going to stand up like this, okay? So Charles comes in and collar ties me here. I'm going to pretend like I'm swatting mosquito off my back like this. See that? And I'm going to try and reach for this wrist here, and then elbow, and I just whip it down, okay? Now from here, I like to switch to an overlock on his wrist, and I come tight in right here, okay? So this is my lever, okay? So now I can push him up in the face to back him up, or pull him down like this, okay? So in the collar tie, swap the mosquito off my back, I pull it, switch my lock here, push it up into his face. As soon as he pushes back, then I pull. Then I push, and then pull. That's all we're gonna do right now is push and pull, okay? Never want anybody hanging on our head in wrestling. I don't care what style it is. It's folk style, freestyle, Greco. Get them off your head, okay? Because what happens in a match when they're banging on your head? You get tired, you get tired, you get tired, right? Don't let people touch your head. Rip it off, okay, and control them. Some things I might show you today might be different than what you've learned before. Doesn't mean that the coach that taught you something before is wrong or right. There's just different techniques for everything. And the only right technique is the one that works, okay? You can take a bad shot and still score, but it still worked, right? So it worked. But maybe your head's on the inside or your head's on the outside, it doesn't matter, okay? So right now, Charles is going to come here, whip it down, push my lap, but push it up, goes back down, push, and pull, okay? Do it both sides. Do that for about 5 minutes, and we'll do a takedown from there. Okay, ready? Go!